Hey everybody, welcome back to Pam's Cutting Board. Today we are going to make a Pina Colada cake. I read over the recipe and it kind of reminds me of a pea picking or a pig picking cake. I think they're called both of them. But it's kind of similar to that, with a little bit of a twist, but that's what it reminded me of. But it sounded really good. I've not had it before, but I'm gonna make it today. So we're gonna start out. You need a white or yellow cake mix, your brand, your choice. We're gonna need about a cup of crushed pineapple with the juice. You're gonna need some oil, vegetable, canola, corn oil, a flavorless oil. You're going to need about 3 eggs. And I will put the amounts in the description box. And let's get started. I'm going to turn you guys down and we're going to get started mixing this cake. I chose a white cake mix. I've got my oven preheating for 350 degrees.
Excuse me, everybody. Hello.
I just made a ginormous mess right here. Wayne's in the background. He's making himself what are you making, a bologna sandwich?
Tell them why.
Oh, you're hungry, I guess.
Tell them why, because...
Let me clean my mess up.
You not want to tell them?
Tell them what?
Tell them why I'm cooking my bologna sandwich.
Oh.
It's just for me. Somebody else already ate.
So if you notice,
They had a good meal.
you notice I'm dressed up a little bit, got makeup on, got my hair, tried to fix it. My hair is actually growed out to the point where there's no layers. I can't do anything with it other than put it up. So, but anyway.
Excuse me just a minute. Step inside. She's dressed up. I've got my hat on,
Everybody can see you.
a t-shirt, and pajama bottoms. Does that tell you anything?
Okay, so let me tell you why. So my brother, my oldest brother, and I've asked you guys to pray for him many times. His name is Hollis. He is back in the hospital. He's not really doing too good. He had an infection that we think went septic on him, but I went to see him today, and I went with my nephew, my brother's son, and so of course I dressed up a little bit, and after we went and visited a while with him, we went out to eat. And we've been doing that lately. We've been going out maybe about once a month or so, or every 6 weeks, and visiting my brother together, and then we will end up going out and eating. And I love Mexican, so he lets me choose. My nephew lets me choose which restaurant we want to eat at. Of course, I choose Mexican. So that's kind of becoming a tradition that we're doing, and over that we're really bonding, and it's creating a lot of good memories. And we had fun today, and I come back and Wayne's like, we're gonna make supper? I'm like, nope, I've already eat. So he's giving me a hard way to go ever since I've got home. But I thought I would get in and bake this cake for him. There he is in the corner.
I'm just joking her and giving her a hard time.
Yeah, he doesn't mind me visiting my family. He just likes to give me a hard way to go.
She needs prayer. Hollis needs prayer.
Yeah, he's not doing very well. He lives in a nursing home, but he's actually staying in the hospital more than he is in the nursing home. So, so when you pray, if you pray, please pray for him. And also, yeah, my other brother, he needs prayer. He just had surgery a couple of weeks ago. And then my nephew is not doing well at all. And so if God don't move in a couple of those situations, we may not have them much longer with us. So please pray. And then, of course, Wayne just lost his nephew a few weeks ago. So, but that's life. We're not going to get out of this world alive, are we? The thing that we need to focus on is getting ourselves ready and getting our families ready, our neighbors, and anybody we come in contact with. If we have the opportunity, let them know we need to be saved. We need to be saved, and how to be saved. We just need to ask Jesus to forgive us of our sins and come into our heart and be our Savior. And mean that from your heart, and God will save you. But let's get back to this cake. Wayne just wanted to give me a hard way to go. But tomorrow...
I see you smile, baby.
But tomorrow we do plan on going out of town for a little bit, and I'll buy Mexican tomorrow. Make up for today. But let me turn you guys down and let's finish this cake, okay? Can you guys see? And we are working on the dog video, I don't want to say dog, I say our fur babies. We're trying to get some footage of them doing little cute things, and we're working on it. Okay.
Let me see if you better change what you said. He was not a
dog.
May I have a fork, sweetheart?
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me look at my recipe. It's going to be a cup of crushed pineapple. Should have had everything pre-measured and ready to go, but I didn't. And I spilled some of my pineapple. I'm going to save this because there's a filling that goes in over it. I think you poke holes and pour the filling over it. And then there's I think you use Cool Whip for the topping. It sounds really good. Hoping it's as good as it sounds. This is all the oil I have. Hoping it's a half a cup. just a hide. I think I have another jug of this in my pantry, but I was just hating to dig it out. But I don't have to. Okay. Now let's get our eggs. These are fresh eggs. It is said to beat it with a mixer, but I'm just going to see if I can't stir it up, because I hate to get in my cabinets and get my mixer out. I've got me some eggshell in there. Don't want eggshells.
You want a bologna sandwich, sweetheart?
No, I'm not hungry.
Where you been gone?
Oh, Lordy. Woo. I'm warm. It's hot in here to me. Our air conditioner tore up Sunday night, which I'm filming on a Friday. And you guys will see this probably Tuesday. So Sunday night we noticed it wasn't cool in here, and the air conditioner just kept running. Our heat pump did. And we went and looked at the thermostat. We had it set for, I think it was 72. And it was like 74 in here. And it just kept running, and it didn't cool down. It just kept getting hotter and hotter.
Maybe it's this light here bothering.
No, this is going down toward the stove. And so we turned it off. We thought, well, maybe it's froze up. And it wasn't froze up. It was a capacitor. Capacitor, I think is what they called it. So we called the guy Sunday. No, I'm sorry. We called the guy Monday. He came out Tuesday. So we were basically 2 days without air. This is already smelling so good. You can smell that crushed pineapple in here. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say pig picking cake. I think it has mandarin oranges in it. But the story goes, the reason they call it that is there would be people that would have a pig roast, and they would always have that cake there at that pig roast. So they just started calling it a pig picking cake. Or at least that's the story I've heard. This cake is different, but it kind of, when I was reading over it, kind of reminded me of it. But this is a Pina Colada cake. I really should have put an apron on, because I just came home, sat down for a minute or two, and I thought, I'm going to get up and bake this cake. I think that's stirred up enough, don't you guys? The lumps in it, so those crushed pineapple.
I just want to use that little bit of tomato that was in the fridge.
Okay.
Not cook this one.
Okay. We can always get one tomorrow.
I don't know.
Wayne wants to go tomorrow and get him some ammo. He loves to target shoot. And I just sprayed some non-stick cooking spray. Now we're gonna put it on here. Pour the batter in the pan. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm gonna leave a batter too in the pan so me and Wayne can taste this. And I know it has some raw egg in it, but you know what? I've ate batter, raw batter, for as long as I can remember. It ain't killed me yet. But you do what you want to. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you don't do it. But for me, I've always eat it. So, but anyway, we're gonna, let me move this. We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees, and I think it said 28 minutes to 33 minutes, I think. But I will put the directions in the description box. When we get it out, then we're gonna poke some holes and we're gonna put a filling on it. So, get you a cup of coffee, a glass of iced tea, or a glass of lemonade, and meet me back in just a few minutes and we'll finish this cake. So, the cake is still in the oven, but we are going to mix up the filling, because once we get the cake out, then we poke holes all in it, and then we pour this filling over it. So I thought, while it's still baking, we can just go ahead and mix up the filling. So I'm going to turn you guys down. And let me show you this cream of coconut. So you need about 15 ounces of that. Half a cup of pineapple juice. I'm going to put that in my pan. And it calls for 2 teaspoons of rum extract. I don't have rum. So what I'm going to do is add vanilla. Just plain vanilla. But if you have rum, use that. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys down. We're going to whisk this together. I like to save these cans. I like the way that they are. They're kind of tall and skinny, and I tear the label off, wash them, and I do a fake rust on them, and fix them with cracks and stuff. So I wash that one and save it. I have one somewhere that I did. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. That's just Mod Podge and cinnamon, and then I tied a little string around it, put a rusty star on it. Nothing in the bottom. If you like primitive or farmhouse, you might like that. If you're not into that, then that's probably not something you want to do. I'm going to take a little bite of that.
That's the reason I like you, baby.
Because I'm primitive.
You're primitive.
Old and primitive. Oh man, that is good. That is the bomb. That's a bomb.com. The cake, I put it on 28 minutes. It has 3 more minutes, and then we'll check it and see if it needs any longer in the oven. And it comes out. I've got my little wire rack. We'll set it on there and poke holes and pour this down over there. And then we gotta let it cool really good because we're putting a topping on it, which is a mixture of Cool Whip and pudding and some more good stuff. But I wanted to decide, when I was talking about the eggs, I wasn't trying to be a smart aleck. But I mean, you do you. Eggs, they say, can be dangerous. They contain, I think it's salmonella, I think. But those are fresh eggs. And it may not make a difference. You do what you want to do and what you feel is safe. For me, I don't have a problem tasting the batter with raw egg in it because I've done it all my life. My mom done it before me. Wayne done it. His mom done it before him. So that's just something we're used to. But by all means, if you don't feel safe in doing it, don't do it. But it's something I will do and probably will continue to do. But I didn't mean to be a smart aleck about it. But I'm going to finish the cake up and I'll bring you guys back. Okay. The cake is done. Let me turn my oven off. It took it 29 minutes. Now, your oven may vary, okay? Do you guys know how to tell if a cake is done? And I know most of you do. But let me turn you guys down to the cake, and I'll show you and kind of tell you how you know if a cake is done. Look at that. Ain't she pretty? Man. And this pan, I don't think I told you, is a 9 by 13. And one way is you can kind of press on it, and if it kind of resists and hoofs back at you, hoofs back up, then the cake is done. Or, like you see here, you can see I've already tested it. You can take a fork or a toothpick or a knife, whatever you have. When it comes out clean, there's no batter sticking to that fork, then your cake is done. So I'm going to poke holes all in it, and I'll turn you guys down, and we're going to pour this concoction. It doesn't look, it's not too pretty of a color, but I took a little spoonful of it, and it tastes so good. That cream of coconut, that's where it's at, guys. Okay, we got holes all in the cake. I'm going to turn you guys down, and we're going to pour this concoction over it. Where's my fork? So I can't decide, though, whether I need big holes or a million little holes. I couldn't find a spoon that had just like a round edge. All of mine had more kind of a weird shape. Let me show you. What?
Let's talk to the business.
See, all of them's kind of, they're flat, kind of. They're not like a round end. So, we're just going to poke about 1,000,002 holes in them. I guess that'll work. Let me pour a little bit and see how that goes down in it, because I definitely want this concoction down in there good. This is the cream of coconut, pineapple juice, and the vanilla extract, but if you've got rum, use the rum. Whoops. We're going to taste this out. Not good. I can't wait for this cake. Yeah, going back to what me and my nephew done today, going out to dinner. It's really building a bond between us. I mean, we've always been close, but you know how it is when you get married, and you just kind of you get busy with life. Him and his wife works. Then their daughter is, I think she's just graduated college. So you get busy. It's not that you don't want to do stuff together, it's just finding the time. But I'm off on Friday, so after he gets off work, we try to go down. But we've been averaging about every 6 weeks. We go down and visit with his dad, my brother. And we have fun talking all the way down there. It's about an hour's drive, maybe a little bit over. I think it's nine nephews. One of them passed away a few years ago. And I had 3 nieces. One of my nieces passed away. So, and I love all of them. I love all of them the same. Dana, the one that I went with today, he's a drug court officer. If somebody gets in trouble, drugs, they have to kind of go through him and go through a work program, and he takes care of all that. I have one nephew that is he was a state cop. Now he's a detective. Another one is he's a supervisor in social services. So I've got some really good nephews. Okay. So we're just going to let this cool a little bit. Then I'll bring you guys back and we will make the frosting to go over this. And I want to say that this pan came from one of our subscribers. I probably had this a year or longer. But it came from Miss Vicky. Kind of a funny story with that. I only had one bake pan, one 9x13 bake pan, and I was doing videos and I had already used it and had it in the refrigerator, and I needed another one. And I was like, man, I sure wish I had another one. And then where my mother-in-law had passed away, we were cleaning out her house, and she had 2, I believe. I think I'm telling you the true story. She had 1 or 2, and I got them. Nobody else wanted them, and I got them, brought them home. And then I went to my post office box, and I had a package, and Miss Vicky had bought one and sent it to me. So I ended up with a bunch of them. So they come in handy, though. They sure do, especially around the holidays. But I appreciate her sending that to me. She recognized I had a need, and she filled that need. So I'm gonna get off here and bring you guys back once it cools, and then we'll make the frosting and we'll do a taste test. Hey, it says to top the cake with toasted coconut. That is optional, But I'm gonna do that because when you think of pina colada, you think of coconut. So I put about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of sweetened shredded coconut. And I've got my pan on medium high. I'll turn it down to about medium, and I put me some coconut in a dry pan, and I am stirring constantly to toast it. Let me show you. Do not walk away. Stir it constantly. Okay, we're going to let this cool, and then we'll come back, make the frosting. Wayne is wanting some watermelon, so I'm going to get to the fridge, get out some watermelon, slice it, and we're going to have that while we're waiting on the cake to cool.
What's the name? You can do it. Let it my love will be free. My heart and my soul I'll give to you.
I had some watermelon the other day, and I had a little bit left over. This watermelon was so good.
Oh, you had it on TV.
Yep, they heard you singing.
Hello, everyone.
Was toasting that coconut, and Wayne said, "Are you burning something over there?"
Oh man, that looks good.
Yeah, we're gonna frost it in a minute.
Well, it's smelling too good. Well, look for it.
There you go.
Huh?
There you go. Do you guys eat just watermelon, or do you put salt on your watermelon? We use salt.
Got to have salt.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it'd be good without the coconut, wouldn't it?
Coconut was optional,
Yeah.
but I decided I would put it on the top of it. Toast it a little bit.
What is that, name of that again?
Pina Colada. Whoa, you're leaving with my bowl. Get back over here.
Oh, why?
Because there's more watermelon to put in it.
Oh, I thought this was mine and that bunch was yours.
Is that what you got?
Why not?
Well, thank you again, big boy.
Well, I've salted it big time. Here you go, get it. My hands are full. Thank you.
If we don't eat all this, we'll put tinfoil over it and put it back in the fridge. Have it tomorrow.
That's good.
Oh, wow, that's the best one we've had this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
I'm dripping on myself. That's good. This is to you guys.
You want a bite? It's good.
I'll get another bite, then I'll go over there and wait.
The cake is sitting over here. It's cooled down. So it says either instant coconut cream pudding mix, or you can use vanilla or French vanilla instant pudding. So I'm using just the regular vanilla. I'm just going to whisk that up till it's mixed good. Then we're going to put in 8 ounces of whipped topping. I'm just going to kind of stir, or I should say fold. We'll fold this in. The reason you don't want to just stir real hard is it kind of breaks up the air that's in that whipped topping. Mine's over there in the living room eating that watermelon. Now we're going to fold in our 1/2 cup of drained crushed pineapple. It's got late, it's got dark, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so we'll sit up late. But I come back from visiting my brother and it was late, but I still wanted to do this cake. Okay, I'm gonna try that. That's good, but I wish I'd have used the coconut cream. I should have waited till tomorrow and made the cake, because I would have went over to the next town and got me some coconut cream. My local store didn't have coconut, they just had vanilla. But if we like it, I can make it again and get me some rum extract and get me the coconut cream pudding. Okay, now we're going to frost. I think it's cooling up. This is looking good. Now I take my toasted coconut. Okay. I'm going to clean up. And then we're going to cut us a piece. We're going to taste test it. So see you guys back in a little bit.
I heard her over here going, I think she got it back.
Who, me?
Look how moist it is. Look at that. That's the bottom of it. everything just mixes in. You can taste the icing, just like it was in the bowl, and then taste the coconut. And that cake is so moist. That's the reason you poured the pineapple juice in the whole trick.
Well, that's the recipe, but yeah, it makes it moist.
Oh, it's
good. I did try it. It is good.
It's very good. Try this. Sorry I wasn't with you tonight, but this was ladies' night with Pam.
Well, you was kind of in the background.
Yeah, sort of. But I was weak from not eating.
You ain't gonna start that again, are you?
But we love you guys. Subscribe. And I know some of you are watching that's not subscribed. Subscribe, it don't cost you a penny. But if you want to send us one, it'd help. Seriously, we love you all. We want to keep this going. We want to keep praying for people. And if you send in a prayer request and ask us to pray for it, and when you asked us to pray for it, we got people that watch the show. You're our prayer warriors. They pray for it. We will pray, and we want you to pray over the prayer book. Subscribe, watch videos. That's a way to help. The more videos watched, the more it helps spread the channel and helps us put out videos. And if Pam had her way, that's all she would do. And again, we love you guys. We do love and appreciate you guys. See you next time on the cutting board.
For I don't know how long. We put it on a cooling rack and let it cool. But while it's cooling, we can mix up this filling and pour it down over the cake. That's what I'm gonna do, folks. Okay, let's start this over again. Okay, wait.
What is that? Name of that again?
Pina Colada.
I was calling it a Pinocchio.
Pinocchio cake.
Yeah.